buddy for the longest time. She would take care of my hair, do all kinds of things. The one thing I remember about Ruthanne the most was she was so aware of beauty. Was absolutely aware of beauty and loved it. So anything flashy, bright, and tassels and you name it. I remember Grandma and Great Grandma Ruth saying that when she was young, she had asked for Christmas for a gold dress. And so they worked very hard. They bought the nicest gold cotton material they could find. They made a beautiful gold colored dress for her. But when she opened it at Christmas time, she went, oh, okay. And they were kind of, now wait a minute, what? Well, I was expecting a gold dress with like satin and sparkles and so forth, and so that's for that. She liked everything just really flamboyant. And she had a knack of taking just a little bit of something, just a little bit of some kind of sparkle, and attaching it to everyday things and making it special. So that's what this is for. Ruthanne loved jewelry. I'll pick it up. Ruthanne loved jewelry, and so this is a little she knows. She also was an avid shaker. She made me many, many, many a thing. And so she hated to write. So here's a pencil, Ruthanne. But she loved Christmas. Merry Christmas. She had the gift that Grandma had. She could take you give her any weird combination of things, and she could make a wonderful meal and make you feel like it's special. And I remember Grandma saying, oh, she said she had such a hard winter when all she had was venison, tomatoes, and green beans. And she had to come out and create something new. Well, she made a comment about Ruthanne, saying Ruthanne has that same ability. Ruthanne had the same ability to mix things up and make it extra special. So in the kitchen, she was outstanding. She wasn't flamboyant. She wasn't, gourmet, but she made it special. The last little thing is, she was from Minnesota. Our family's roots go here, waiting. And she loved this state. And I know it was a big inconvenience to have you call it. I mean, it was, and especially this time of year. At least we don't have snow. Yeah, it's not November, and thankfully this April we don't have enough snow. But she loved it here, and now she's home. You're welcome home with it.
Thing I've been thinking of with my sister recently, and Barb and Jerry and Mary will really appreciate this. I was probably about Lydia's age, and Ruthanne was, a little bit older. Well, actually, she was about Lydia's age, and I was 3-4 years older. Mom and Dad and Barb and Jerry's parents, Audrey and Cliff, Mary's sister, had all gone out together. And Ruthanne and I were left home with the young girls, and our job was to do the dishes. Supper table was full of dishes, and all the food and everything around the table. Well, in typical kid fashion, when the parents aren't around, we started screwing around, and I'm taller than you, no, I'm bigger than you, well, if I stand in a chair, I'm bigger than you, well, if I stand on the table, pretty soon we're both standing on the table, and the table crashed to the floor with all the dishes and all the food and everything. Of course, I immediately had a full-blown panic attack because we were going to get killed. Well, 10 minutes later, our parents walked in the door, thank heaven, with Cliff and Audrey. Audrey took one look and started to laugh so hard. She and Cliff were just killing themselves laughing. They thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. And I can still see my mother's face because she wanted to throttle us. She really did. But Audrey and Cliff were laughing so hard at us. And of course, here's just this mess of crockery and food and shattered table all over the floor. But anyway, we escaped thanks to your parents.
Bless them.
They bless them. They salvaged us. But that was the kind of stupid stuff we did when we were kids. Just typical kid stuff. She was fine.
Do you remember the time we sat in the hallway?
Yes.
Hallway at the home was, it had really good acoustics. And so Ruthanne and I and Mary Lynn were alone one day, and we sat in the hallway and we practiced who could scream the loudest.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yes.
And so we were sitting in the hallway screaming as loud as we could. And this is all.
Echo, echo, echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, definite. And what I remember of Ruthanne is sitting at the piano while she played. And I would sing the songs that she played, their words. And otherwise I would just rock back and forth with it while she played the music. And we spent hours playing at the piano. And I remember that we just go shopping together. She and I love to go clothes shopping, especially when we find the bargains or the consignment stores. And we go to Goodwill or whatever. We go and shoot through all the different clothes, and we come, especially if I did, I'd go to the house there and say, Ruthanne, look what I got, look what I got. And she'd be all excited about it. And I take her square dancing on Monday for our lessons and everything, and to watch her dance, she's so graceful.
Yes.
And
Yeah, she's a good
everything.
dancer.
She just hot. As many years as she's been away from square dancing, she picked it up really fast in her memory, and she just floated on the floor, and it was just amazing to watch her. And we had such good times together, talking for hours in the chair. It didn't matter if we agreed with each other or not. We still respected each other, and we laughed, and we said, remember when we did this? Oh, remember when we did that? And all this kind of reminiscing, and we just had a great time. And I'm gonna miss her very, very much. And Ruthanne, you're going to be in my heart always, always. You will not leave, and one day you will be there waiting for me, and I'll be coming to you. And you'll say, Mary Lynn, welcome home. And I will be running in your arms just like now I did when I was a kid.